Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel. Here's the next tier list, another quick one probably because we have even less commemoratives than in the video before. Because we only have 7 commemoratives for 2006. There are only 7. In 2005 we had 8. But anyways, let's start. I'm gonna start with the Italian commemorative. This is the most minted commemorative of the whole Eurozone. 40 million of them out there. So they are very common. But I'm gonna rank the coins by their design and not by their rarity. So if you only look at the design, it's a pretty good design. I like it. It's not a top tier design, that's not the case, but it's still pretty good. So I would rate it a B tier. It's a neat commemorative, well deserved high mintage, I kinda guess. So next time I'm gonna do the Belgium one. Last time we had Belgium an F tier, but I think this time it's actually an S tier. The Atomium, it's one of those OG coins that everybody knows, and it's a pretty simple design, but simple doesn't mean it's bad. In this case, it's pretty good. There's nothing more needed in this coin. It's just an awesome design. It's still in the pretty old style, and but I kind of like it, and yeah, it's still one of the first commemoratives we had. 2005 is 6, or we are in 2006. Sorry. Yeah, but that's still one of the first years we had commemoratives in the Eurozone. So it does have an older looking design, but the design is really awesome. So Belgium improved a lot from the first commemorative to the second one because it's much better from an F tier to an S tier. Okay, but let's move on. Let's do San Marino and the Vatican next. They both NFC commemoratives for that year. So I have to say both designs are pretty much the same for me. I don't mean that they look the same, but there's not one of them better than the other one. I would say they are both pretty good designs, but also both designs are not like awesome. They are also not top tier. Top tier is A and S tier for me, and those are definitely not that good that I would rank them the high. But I think I'm not only ranking them by design, I'd say also by their topic. That's also pretty important, I would say. Not mintage. Mintage is not important for these rankings, in my opinion. But otherwise, I would probably rank them even less because they are NFC and I don't like that. So mintage wise, I wouldn't even put them high. I would put them low mintage wise, because not because they are rare. Rare coins are pretty cool to find. Oh, okay, NFC is also pretty cool to find. Okay, let's move on. Let's not talk about that. It didn't make any sense what I said, what I just said. But I like the topic of the Vatican more because it definitely has something to do with the Vatican. It's the Swiss Guard that actually existing in the Vatican, so it's a great topic for the Vatican to commemorate this because it is something about their nation. So it fits good. I like the topic. It's creative and it fits the country. It's definitely important for the Vatican. If you compare it with the San Marino one, it's Christoph Columbus, and yeah, he's not from San Marino. San Marino does this a lot, like commemorative people that are not even from San Marino. I think he's from Portugal. So from Portugal, a commemorative like that will make sense, but it doesn't really make sense for San Marino. He probably didn't have anything in common with San Marino. He probably was never there. Uh, I don't know what Columbus has to do with San Marino. It's not important to them at all. So I don't get why they make communities like that. They just make them to get sold because they don't have better ideas. So that's why I would rank San Marino lower than Vatican, because their topic is not the best. Oh, wait, but before I tell you something wrong, let's Google if Columbus is really from Portugal. Oh, yeah, okay, Christoph Columbus is not from Portugal, like I thought. He's probably only started his journey to America from Portugal. That's what I had in mind. That's why I thought he's from Portugal. But he's actually from Italy. Now it makes more sense that San Marino did the commemorative like that. The commemorative him because yeah, San Marino and Italy at least have a lot in common. The same language, pretty much the same culture. Yeah, they are pretty similar. So San Marino commemoratives a lot of important Italian personalities, even though they don't all the time have much in common so. But at least it's not nothing too far away from San Marino. Like they already commemorative Shakespeare, and that's not an Italian. That's not someone from San Marino. That they Shakespeare has nothing to do with San Marino at all. Even less than Columbus when he's even at least from Italy. It seems like. But yeah, now it makes a bit more sense. But I won't change my mind. It's still a C tier from me. Won't change that anyways. So let's move on. We talked a lot about the San Marino and Vatican commemoratives. Yeah, the German one is probably a D tier. I like the older type of German Bundesländer coins that still have the German name in the authoring. It looks pretty OG-like because it's not allowed anymore, and there are not a lot of coins like that out there. So that's pretty nice. Other than that, it's also not very. It's kind of boring as well. So it's not better than D tier from me still. And we have another F tier, the Luxembourg one. That's a very boring double portrait. Uh, so really boring. You could have done this better. Even I mean, the last one that we had in 2005 was at least a little bit better. But this is even worse. I don't like it at all. It's way too boring. And Finland, I almost wanted to give them an A tier, but it's not as good as the commemorative from Finland from last year. But actually, it's still better than those I put in B tier, so I keep it in A. But we had last year, in 2005 tier list, we had the Finnish commemorative as well in A, and the other one was better than this one, I'd say, still. So I'm a bit undecided, but yeah, it's still better than those two in B tier. So yeah, let's keep it in A tier. It's a nice design. Like Finland has a lot of. Finland doesn't even really have bad design. Does Finland have a bad design? Nothing that comes in my mind right now. Um, they are all pretty good actually. But that's it. I'm done. You can tell me again if you agree or if you don't agree somewhere. But yeah, it's still not a lot of commemoratives, so not much to discuss about. And then next video will hopefully be a hunt. So be sure to subscribe to not miss it. Bye.